Okay. Well, bam, we are back. Um, Something's wrong with my dashboard. I have no idea what's going on with my dashboard. It's all glitched out and weird. However, very big game today. I feel like I say that every single week at this point, but yeah, very big game today. Um, Chelsea obviously hoping to stay in the top 8 of the Champions League phase, let's say. And we can do that with a win. We can also do that. We can also kind of lose that position with a win, depending on goal difference, which is kind of unfortunate. There's some teams that are around us that if they win their games by like 5 or 6 nil, they can overtake us if we only get a 1-0 win here. Um, but apart from that, we should be comfortably into the next round with a win. Now Napoli have been I mean quite utterly awful in the Champions League this season, despite them being such a good team. I think they're down in like 25th, something like that. Let me actually see where they are in the standings. Because I'm pretty sure they are very low down. Yeah, 25th at the moment. So they're not even into that kind of, playoffs qualifying spot. And they're going to be very motivated to win this game so they can get into that. Obviously, there's not a lot of points separating the teams that can get in and can't get in. In terms of the teams around them, like Olympiacos, Copenhagen, Club Bruges, those types of teams. Even, some of the teams that are on 6 points, like Paphos, Benfica, they can get into that kind of, that qualifying spot, and Napoli are going to be a team that would probably get leapfrogged if they don't win today. So they're going to be very motivated to win today. Obviously, it's Antonio Conte coming back to face a side that he has previously managed. And yeah, so I said very big game. We got to get up for it. I will show the lineups in a second. I say show the lineups. I will show our lineup. I can't show you Napoli's lineup because for some reason they just sometimes decide not to put their lineup out, and I really don't know why. I'll be able to list it off and read it to you, but like I can't actually show the graphic because I haven't put it out. At least I'll try and I'll try and refresh and see if they've posted it by now, but I don't think they have. Nope, they still haven't. Ugh, so some football teams, media teams, really annoy me. Yeah, it's genuinely like half of my struggles with dealing with things like this is just social media teams not putting out graphics or like putting the graphics out wrong. And it's just like, oh, stop it. Welcome in. Uh, let us do the thing that I always forget to do because this is our game today. Wabam.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
There we go. I should do that. I should do that earlier. I know I should definitely do that earlier, but there we are. That's the game for today. And we can now move into the we got to show Twitter, right? So yeah, this is Chelsea's lineup, and this is very interesting. Because let's put that on the screen. Because there's only one centre back in the lineup, and that is Wesley Fofana. The way that this lineup is listed is as a 4-2-3-1, like we normally play. But this can go in two different ways, and this might change in game depending on how the game is going and how Liam Rosenior thinks that we need to be set up. Because obviously we can play this as just a standard back four with James playing as a right centre back, which is quite worrying because he's not the tallest. Great in the air in his own right, but not the tallest. They have a lot of tall players. They've got they've got players like McTominay, for example, who can bang them in from corners and things like that. And we've been very susceptible from set pieces and things like that in recent games. So, kind of worrying, only having one centre back on the pitch. However, this might not actually be a back four, and I don't know. Again, the people that make the graphics aren't the people that make the lineups, so there can be some kind of disconnect there between what the actual formation is and what the actual lineup has been put out as. Obviously, this has been put out as a 4-2-3-1. This could possibly be, and again, this is far-fetched, but this could be matching up what Napoli are doing, because Napoli are playing a 3-4-3, which I'll list off their players in a bit. They're playing some kind of variant of a 3-4-3, very very similar variant of the 3-4-3 that we saw against Palace, where they have the kind of two midfielders behind the striker rather than it being two out and out wingers. And we could kind of be doing the same thing here with a kind of a 3-5-2, as it were, with Gusto and Neto being the two wing-backs, having James as the right centre-back, Fofana as the central centre-back, and Cucurella as the left centre-back in that kind of back five or back three, whichever way you want to say it. Caicedo and Andre obviously as the two holders, and then it would kind of be, in that scenario, it would be Esteval and Joao Pedro kind of left up top in the two, which could be the way that we set up, but again, it might just be quite standard, and we see Esteval on the right, Neto on the left, Enzo in the middle, Joao Pedro up top, and, you know, it's a back four with a very, very small back four. Now, Napoli's lineup, I will try and list it out to you, because, yeah, they don't have their graphic out yet. I'll do one more refresh and see if they put it out yet. Are you going to put it out today? Nope, they're not. Great, excellent, wonderful. Thanks, Napoli. You are wonderful. Yeah, so 3-4-3. They have Mere in goal. They've got Giovanni Di Lorenzo, who's normally a right back, playing in this right centre back role. Suits him very well. They've got Bongiorno as the central centre back, and Juan Jesus on the left hand side. Spinazzola on the right of the four in the middle, with Lobotka and McTominay in the centre. Oliveira. Matthias Oliveira, that is, on the left-hand side. The two kind of 10s behind Rasmus Højlund, who's the striker, are Vergara and Elmas, the North Macedonian player. And yeah, so it's, again, very, very similar to Palace, but I've you know what, I've put it down on my list. I don't know why I've put it down as I did this last time with Palace. I don't know why I put it down as a 3-4-3, because it's not. It's a 3-4-2-1. I'll change that. Let's update that. But yeah, that's their lineup. Again, very, very strong team. Despite their relatively poor form in this competition, they are obviously a very, very good side. They're fourth in their domestic league, obviously champions at the moment. So, you know, it's gonna be a tough test. Can I get this off? Let's do. We need to go through bingo and stuff as well. So I need to switch into this. Whoa, okay. God, I'm a little bit out of sorts. I'm a little bit ill as well, which you could probably tell from my voice. I'm not particularly 100%. Show must go on, as they say. Oh, and I have accidentally just reset my everything. Great. Okay, so for the bingo card today, again, a lot of the same stuff that we had before. I'll just go through and go through the ones which have changed. We have a correct prediction. Today I've gone for 3-1. I really don't see us not conceding with this backline that we've put out, but I do think that we will win the game. I do think we'll win it quite comfortably in terms of getting, in terms of scoreline, will be, similar to the Palace game, I think. We have Conte raging. We often see him on the sidelines, throwing things around, throwing water balls around. That's just if we get a camera shot of this. We have a Sanchez worldie. That's a new one. We have Santos as the player of the match today. That's just who I really feel like he's going to have a really good game. We have a McTominay golazo. We have a long VAR call, because this is something that we have often not had in the Champions League. It's usually things that happen in the Premier League. They have these long VAR calls. So I thought this could be one that could be, a rogue one. What else do we have? We have a Palmer app. Now that's one thing which I didn't mention in the lineup. In fact, I can actually let's actually get the lineup back up. The bench is interesting. Obviously, we've got Palmer on the bench. He is a player that is on the bench. I don't think he's gonna, I really don't think he's actually gonna play. Two strikers on the bench with Delaf and Guiu. George is there as well, who can also be a third striking option, but mainly as a winger with Gittins and Garnacho on there as well. The interesting thing is, obviously, we have Badiashile on the bench and Achimpong, and neither of them are starting, which this is part of the reason why I doubt this is. I doubt that this is a a standard four at the back, like it's kind of laid out, because why would one of these two not be playing if that was the case, is kind of my feeling behind that. I'm not sure why James would be in there. So this could, again, possibly be like a back three or a back five or what have you. But yeah, that's one of the... go back into this. But yeah, so Palmer app is another one on the list. We have stop showing replays as normal. We have Mono Piss at Neto as normal. And yeah, pretty much everything else is standard practice. We've got about 5 minutes until kickoff. I will try and get the game up now. It's on Sports 4. Yeah. No, it's very loud, but there we go. Yeah, also, obviously, some other news that's come out in Chelsea recently. Obviously, we've just recently, literally today, announced that Raheem Sterling has finally gone, which is, oh, I'm getting this stupid thing again. Sorry, one sec. So I sometimes get this really weird scenario with Sky Go that it thinks that I'm trying to capture the screen of Sky Go because I have snipping tool open in the background. And I don't know why it gets confused, but it does all the time. So now I have to go through all of my processes and find it. Snipping tool, why are you open? I don't use you. There we go. That should hopefully fix it. Because I remember having this problem before, and I assumed it was, it was OBS being open that was making it do that. It actually isn't OBS. It's the snipping tool, which is very bizarre. The players are in the tunnel now. So Adam Summerton and Lucy Ward are the two commentators. Good commentary team. Hello, welcome in. I apologise for my voice, I am very ill. As I so often am. But even more so now, it's very, very cold where I am. I've gotten a little bit of the man flu. But yeah, so Raz finally got, as I was saying, I got interrupted by the snipping tool malarkey. But yeah, Raz has finally left, which has felt like a long time coming. I'm glad that, it's been as kind of amicable as it could have been, let's say, with him becoming a free agent and him getting out of that contract and us not having to, negotiate a sale or anything like shitty like that. I'm just confused at where he thinks he's going to be able to play. I swear, like, he's not going to get any team wanting to pay as much wages as he's going to demand to play for him. When I come into the last stream, I fell asleep like an hour before the match and woke up like 3 hours after it was over. It's so funny you say that because I literally, like, during the stream, if you go back and watch the VOD, I am literally like dead on my feet because I stayed up to watch the game. And I was just absolutely shattered throughout that whole stream, that whole Palace game. I was just on the ropes, like, oh my god. As soon as my stream ended, I ended my stream, I closed everything down. I took 2 steps to my left into my bed and just collapsed. Just instantly went to sleep. I was so knackered. I've got the same kind of thing now, because normally I will, again, I frequently mention this, but I'm on a American time schedule, and normally I will sleep and then wake up at about, an hour ago, 7 or 8 in the evening, and that worked out really well with the Champions League games. Like, cool, I can wake up, have an hour, get my stream ready, watch the game. Today I didn't do that. Today I've been up the entire time, so I'm still really tired. West Ham, our stadium, is it? Yeah, is there a tracker on the outside or something? Trying to read some of the Italian in the stands, but my eyesight is not good enough to do that. Saw Sterling at the job centre today. Oh no, I've just seen who the referee is. It's this bastard again. Yeah, so this is another thing which is interesting. So the Napoli have got like a really big injury crisis at the moment. So no Billy Gilmore, which is really sad. He can't partner McTominay in the middle. The two ex-Premier League Scots, and obviously Gilmore being ex-Chelsea. No Romelu Lukaku in the starting 11, but he is on the bench. A bench that has only got 7 players on it, because that's, again, they're going through this horrific injury crisis at the moment. So very, very depleted. If this goes kind of, if this is a very high intensity game and it goes to like the 70th, 90th minute, I feel like we will start taking over then. We are in our lovely black strip, our third kit. Clement Turpin, that's the fucking bastard. I've seen you before. He fucked us over in one of the other games, I'm pretty sure. Because I remember pointing out the fact that he looked like Trossard. Yeah, we again the UCL graphic has us in a 4-2-3-1. This could very well be a back three. We'll have to wait and see how it goes because again, if we're playing okay, I don't want to question the manager's lineups or what have you, but if we've got Achimpong and Badiashile on the bench, why is neither of them on the pitch? Like, it just doesn't make any sense if we're playing a back four. So I feel like we might be playing some kind of weird wing back variant with Neto on the left and Gusto on the right. We'll have to wait and see. Players are huddled up in the middle. I need to remember to do the timer because I almost forgot. Let's hopefully get a good result not only for Chelsea but also for the two. I've only seen 2 reported cases. It could have been more, but the few, let's say, Chelsea fans that were unfortunately assaulted in Naples had to go to the hospital for stab wounds. Okay, we are underway. Chelsea kicking off from left to right, and it's going to be a long ball from Robert Sanchez in the nice bright yellow to get us going. It's immediately picked up by Joao Pedro. He's, picking up from where he left off in the Palace game, and immediately Malo Gusto is really, really high on the right hand side. Yeah, it's a back. It's a back three. It is a back three, like I suspected. A little bit of a horror back pass. Oh, it's kind of a back three, back four hybrid because Gusto is tucking in, and Cucurella is pushing out wide left at some points already. Someone's already down injured here. It's Di Lorenzo. I think it's Di Lorenzo. He got a little bit of a shove from Joao Pedro. Sorry, I just turned really northern then for a second. That's the Yorkshire coming out. Of course, Antonio Conte, the head coach, ex-Chelsea Premier League winner. He's been down for a long time here, Di Lorenzo. And he's the captain, obviously. He can't be down for, he can't be. They would definitely not want to have any more injuries, especially not to the captain. I think he's done his back in with the landing. Oh no, he actually got a knee in the ribs from his own player, Juan Jesus, I believe that was, who came in with a picture perfect flying knee. Wouldn't be out of place in a wrestling ring. Or the octagon either. He is back on his feet. We'll be kicking back off again with Merritt. Good hold-up play by Højlund, but the ball will come back for Chelsea. Andre Santos will win it in the midfield. A little bit scrappy at the moment, and Caicedo's won the ball in the middle. It's Malo Gusto. Reece James, yeah, very much in possession. We are in a back three. Wesley Fofana in the centre of that. Cucurella has just launched the ball off the pitch. Oh, very interesting is actually where is Juan Jesus playing? Because I think he's playing on the right. In the graphic they had, he was on the left. I think he is on the right. Is Lobotka back to Merritt? It's Buongiorno. There's a really high press from Chelsea here. Estival's putting the work in to try and press down the number 4. And he does force him to give a throw. It's McTominay. I like how easy identifiable McTominay is. He looks so different to everyone else on the pitch. Oh, ball spun forward by Enzo, but doesn't make its way to João Pedro. Napoli can play the way out from the back again. Long ball from the right-hand side by Di Lorenzo, searching out for Rasmus Højlund. Fofana was fouled by the Dane. Will be a free kick, taken quickly. Here's Reece James. Long ball from Reece James is searching out João Pedro in the right channel, and he will hold up the ball here, the Brazilian. He's thrown off the ball, and the referee's not given anything for that. It's going to be one of these games, I guess. Here's Juan Jesus. Merit to Di Lorenzo. Here's Spinazzola. Good ball. A fantastic ball up to Højlund. He's played a ball in behind. I think that the player is offside, but Reece James was covering anyway to stop the pass. I'm pretty sure he was off. Here's Cucurella as Chelsea try and play out from the back now. Great ball down the line. It's Pedro Neto who's cut it back. Oh my goodness gracious me! You know what? It's already happening. I'm already ticking it off. Easy ball into the box for him to play there, and he cuts back and passes it backwards. It's just, I'm done with this guy, man. At least he's found his calling as a wingback. It's Lobotka. Back to Merit. Across to Di Lorenzo. Here's McTominay. Great little burst of pace away from Enzo, who's forced to foul him. We are doing that man-to-man high press, and it's not working out immediately at the moment. Ball in behind for Rasmus Højlund is inaccurate, and Wesley Fofana will pick this up. Here's Andre Santos. Reece James out to Malo Gusto. And back again. Oh, a bit of a hospital pass to Sanchez from Reece there, but he's got away with it. And then he's baited he's baited the press. And Barca are already down 1 goal, by the way. Copenhagen have scored in the first 4 minutes. Have that, you bastards. Here's Enzo. Oh, he's been fouled there. Ref! Come on, man. But we've got the ball back with Fofana. Here's Caicedo. The ball's got stuck under his feet a little bit, and he's... Oh, my goodness gracious me. Seems to be a bit of nerves in the back line of Chelsea. McTominay has just taken an absolute belting from the ball, by the way. Yeah, oh, it's right in the head. Oh, Jesus. Concussion protocol, please. He has now gone down, which is a bit worrying. Yeah, Caicedo played a little bit of a hospital pass, or he took a bad touch, and then he had to play a pass back to Sanchez, and it was a clearance that's cracked the big Scot in the face. Oh, maybe it must just be another referee that that looks very similar to him then. I was gonna say that when I saw that his name was French, I was surprised, because I'm pretty sure the person I'm thinking of is German. No idea. I'll figure it out at some point. At half time, I'll search it up. So there's being a very large delay for McTominay. He is now back on his feet, which is lucky. I'm not sure if they'll let him continue, considering how long he's been down for, though. He seems to be alright. But you never know with these things. It will be temporarily down to 10 men as we restart with a goal kick. It's Santos. Cucurella. Here's Esteval with his first chance to get on the ball. Not in an advanced position, though. A little bit of keep ball between Enzo and Santos there. Here's Caicedo. Reece James. To Malagusto. And back to James. We didn't really take advantage of the lack of a player there. We now trying to play it out from the back, and the high press from Napoli is working really well so far. And you know what? The referee is letting a lot go here, and it could come to our benefit as Enzo has taken the ball off one of their players with a little bit of contact. Here's Esteval. Malagusto to the wide right. Here's Caicedo. Back to James. Esteval out wide. 1v1 against his man. Can he make something happen? Decides against it. Santos to James. It's Malagusto again. So Napoli are doing so well with this, like, this crowding, like, swarming press, but they cannot do this for the entire 90. They're gonna get shattered eventually. This ball out from Sanchez has fallen for João Pedro. He's driving us up the pitch. Esteval's made the run in the behind. He's in the box. He cuts it back and wins a corner. That's more like it. First corner of the game for Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. Welcome in. I've taken that free kicks. Oh my goodness. I've taken the corner so quickly. I wasn't ready for it. It's Malagusto who eventually played the cross in. It was Andre Santos at the back post who got the header on target, but quite comfortable for the goalkeeper in the end. High press from Chelsea forces Napoli to go long to Højlund, who's managed to get the ball to his credit, but Caicedo's won it back, and the referee's called a foul. I bet you he's got the ball here. I don't think they're going to show a replay of it. Game's back underway. Is Oliveira. McTominay, who is back on the pitch now. Long crossfield diag all the way out to Spinazzola. It's a beautiful one. But it's a great intervention from Cucurella to stop him from getting forward. Vergara's got the ball back, though. Tries a little pirouette, and he's kept the ball. It's Spinazzola again. Whips the ball in, but it's smashed off a Cucurella for a throw. It's Di Lorenzo. To Lobotka. Across to Buongiorno. Here's Oliveira. Long ball in behind here. For the centre back who was making a run. That was old Sheffield United tactic right there. But we've dealt with the danger, at least temporarily. Ball's thrown into Højlund, but cleared by James, and then Enzo and Cucurella rather will get it away. Here's Esteval on the break. He's going to play it in behind for João Pedro. 1v1 against Juan Jesus, and he's going to cut inside and get away from him, but the reinforcements have arrived. Here's Gusto. Whips the ball in, and it's cleared away by Buongiorno again. So we are making some half opportunities here when we do get the ball in those areas. Here's Pedro Neto on the left-hand side. I'd like to see him making some runs in behind a bit more. Rarely seen him making those runs. Oh, Santos has tried the little direct pass through the lines, and eventually, so eventually it will go forward, and it was Estevao who got the ball, but he played it to Joao Pedro, who eventually gave the ball away, and there has been a foul on McTominay in the middle. City have scored, and it's Haaland, of course it is. They've scored against Galatasaray, I believe they're playing. Here's Vergara. Spinazzola. Here's Di Lorenzo. McTominay to Lobotka. Vergara again, back to Tominay. Ball in behind is another good one, but Højlund, he's done that a couple of times now. Ref, have a word. He keeps dragging Wesley Fofana to the floor when he's running in behind. Have a word. It's crazy. I just noticed how crazy this is, by the way. That, like, all of the teams, I know it's because there's not many games have been played in this league phase, but, like, all of the teams are so close together, apart from the top two. Oh. Hospital pass sees Reece James have to smash it long. Jesus will win the header and get it going forward again. But Malo Gusto will play a great pass into Estevao on the right wing. Chance for him to make something of it. Cuts inside. Gets it to Joao Pedro, who's fouled horrifically on the about 30 yards out from goal in the centre. It's quite high, it seemed. Let's look at this again. Oh, no. Nah, nothing more than a foul there. Juan Jesus on his fellow Brazilian. Mere is gonna... I'm gonna keep accidentally calling him Mere. I know his name is Merit, but my brain goes French and thinks that's Mere. I didn't put that on the bingo card today. I took that off because there was no French players, but I've already done it. James free kick screamer. Let's hope for it. He is the one lining this up. I think it's a little bit too far out for a shot, in all honesty. But there is a big conversation going on between James, Enzo, and Estevao over the ball. Estevao has no idea what either of those two are saying. Enzo and James have now taken the free kick short. It's been a... Yeah, I was going to say, there's a penalty call for handball. And it's a yellow card for Buongiorno from the short free kick. It was that little... It was that classic Liverpool Trent Alexander-Arnold free kick where they set it and then take the smash. Yeah, and Jesus has moved his hand towards the ball. It's not Buongiorno, it's actually Jesus. I think this might be overturned by VAR, if I'm being honest. He has moved his hand towards the ball, but I think it's a natural movement. So this is a bit of a dodgy one, I can't lie. Do I have pen on the bingo card? I don't think I do. I do not. It's going to be Enzo Fernandez on the corner, on the free kick. I'll get it right the third time. On the penalty. There we go. Jesus. Can you tell I'm tired? He scored one in midweek, or at the weekend rather, against Crystal Palace. Can he score one here? Pressure's on. James ordering traffic here. He's taking a long time on this, Enzo. He steps up. That's a fantastic pen. The keeper couldn't get anywhere near it. It's a beauty of a penalty. bottom left corner. You could not do anything to stop it. And that's going to be a set piece goal. It's going to also be a common grab involvement because James won the penalty. He's not going to get an assist for it though. Anything else I can put on there? No. Oh, well, Conte's raging on the sideline, so I'm going to take that off as well. God, that is so... Oh, actually, you know what? It's actually not as good a pen as I first thought. The goalkeeper actually gets a touch on it, I think. Does he? Let's see this again. Oh, no, he doesn't. It's just a bobble off the floor. No, it's a fantastic pen. I'll take it back. I think Enzo has just paid homage to Maradona there after his as he celebrated. And Napoli will be kicking off once again. It's Juan Jesus. Long ball forward from Spinazzola, but Vergara slipped, but it's actually helped him retain the ball here. And he's running on down the right-hand side. The ball's going to break to Elmas. Is Oliveira. And it's a fantastic intervention from Sanchez to stop it from getting to Rasmus Højlund in the middle from the cutback. Napoli have grown in confidence since going behind. I can't wait to hear the boos that Lukaku's going to get if he comes on. Reece James will send it back to Sanchez. He launches the ball up for João Pedro. Great touch. Oh my goodness, that was delicious. And he's going to play the ball in behind for Pedro Neto. Oh, it was a little bit of an audacious attempt there. Oh, the first touch was fucking sublime. Holy shit. That made me feel kind of way. Is Oliveira. Napoli have been unbeaten in the stadium in 25 matches. Long ball from Spinazzola up for Højlund, but Wesley Fofana has handled him comfortably so far and does so again. Here's Caicedo. James out to Malagusto. In the middle for Esteval. He's kind of playing in the 10 at times here. It's Malagusto again. Up to Esteval. Ball in behind for João Pedro, but he's tracked all the way by Juan Jesus. And here's Elmas on the left-hand side. He's going to cut onto his right foot, as we know he likes to. Lays it off for Lobotka. It's really good defensive shape from Chelsea to stop him from getting a shot away there. Oh, terrible, terrible defending for Di Lorenzo. Oh, my goodness. Di Lorenzo, he was in acres of space. I have no idea what... It's Pedro Neto, man. He's just completely and utterly left his man for no reason. This guy, bruv. What the fuck is he doing? He's just said, oh, you know what? Fuck that guy. He can stand there. He can stand there in 5 yards worth of space and just run him behind. Absolute idiot, bruv. It's a corner from Napoli. They've taken short. Here's Lobotka in behind for Vergara, who can't get on the end of it. Vergara again. He's going to cut it back to Oliveira, and it's a great block from Reece James to stop him from getting a goal. There's a lot of pressure on us right now. Ball in the box is eventually claimed by Sanchez. Jesus. Wake the fuck up, man. Ball has been thrown out to Cucurella. Chance for Chelsea to break here a little bit, but of course Neto passes it fucking backwards. This guy, bruv. Honestly, I'm actually, like, that last game genuinely just, like, swung me in, like, my fucking agenda against this guy. He's not doing a good impression. Oh, it's a fantastic ball forward from Santos, and Esteval did a little corner ball, but didn't make its way to João Pedro. Napoli will come back at us now. They've woken up. As soon as they've gone behind, they've woken up. It's Di Lorenzo. Spinazzola in behind for Rasmus Højlund, but again, very, very good defending from Wesley Fofana to stop him from getting the ball. Here's Sanchez. There's acres of space for Malo Gusto if he wants to find him. He's not. He's going to dink the ball into Joao Pedro. Good hold-up play. He's thrown to the floor by João Jesus, and that's going to be a free kick to Chelsea. It amazes me knowing that we have players like Diego Moreira and Barco at our sister club who would absolutely get in this wing-back role over Neto. Like, hands down. I know Barco plays a bit more of a midfield role, but like he'd still do a job. He'd do a better job. Enzo can't escape the pressure, and it will be a free kick, or rather a throw in, and he actually won the throw in, and the referee's got it the wrong way around. So there we go. He's rightfully angry about that decision. Is Buongiorno. Long ball on the left foot from him will go straight to Sanchez. A little overcooked. Chelsea can build from the back again with Santos. Long ball from Big Rob will go straight to the other goalkeeper. Neither team getting their long balls particularly accurate. Here's Juan Jesus. High press from Chelsea again, and they're going to try and play their way out here, Napoli. Esteval has committed a foul, though. It's taken quickly. Here's Merritt. Dinked a little pass to Spinazzola. Here's Lobotka. Good turn under pressure from him, and he gets the ball forward here. Again, Wesley Fofana stops Rasmus Højlund from getting on it, but the ball has gone in behind for Vergara. He's going to put the ball in for Oliveira, and it's again a very good intervention from Reece James. Dios mío. We keep seeing the same thing. They just launch the ball down the channel and they're just outrunning us in those scenarios. Will be a corner. Vergara to take into an area, and Sanchez will claim it. Oh, you know what? Isn't it fucking lovely playing in the Champions League? And Neto's actually bursting down the right hand side here, by the way. He's cut back. 4v4 or 4v3 or 4v4 on the break, and he just turns around for no reason and just completely gives up the ball. I have no idea what he's doing, bruv. But no, isn't it lovely that we're playing in the Champions League and not the Premier League, and the goalkeepers can actually claim the ball because they're not just being thrown into the goal and harassed constantly. Ball over the top for Pedro Neto is a good one from Reece James, and he is in behind here. Oh my goodness gracious me. And oh, acrobatic attempt from Joao Pedro. I don't think that was intended for Neto, but it was kind of going towards him. But I think that was an attempt on goal. So why does he not do that more often? Because that's the one thing he's actually fucking good at, is like running in behind. He doesn't do it often enough. It pisses me off. Great ball from Reece James, by the way. He has now moved back over to the left-hand side. Long ball from Di Lorenzo, searching for Højlund, and Fofana's been thrown off the ball by the Dane, and the referee, again, says absolutely nothing about it. Here's Oliveira. Here's Elmas. Buongiorno, back to Elmas. He's going to try and take Malo Gusto for a ride, but Oliveira will be the player who swings it in eventually. It's cleared by West Fofana. Neto's beaten to the ball by Di Lorenzo, not once but twice, and he's going to cut inside here. Oh my goodness. Sanchez with a great save, and it's going to be another corner for the Italians. Jesus, bloody Nora. Every single time we lose the ball or our attack fizzled out, it's Neto. Literally every single time. He gets beaten to the ball by Di Lorenzo there. He's just not switched on. We've got Nacho and Gittins on the bench. You can't tell me that neither of them could have played today. I know we're playing a weird formation, but still. Ball into the back post. It was quite easy for Sanchez to claim in the end. And he'll roll it out to Cucurella here. He's going to get it to Neto. Here's Enzo. Santos. Oh, excuse me. It's Cucurella again. Fofana back to Sanchez. He's going to seek a dinked ball out to the left-hand side for Cucurella, who's just kicked it up and under for some reason. Santos will win it in the air, though, because he's a bloody brilliant player. And Joao Pedro will get on the end of that as well. The Brazilians are doing themselves justice. Great pass forward from Santos to Neto. Here's Cucurella. Enzo. Great hold-up play by him to get it to Estival. Malagusto's run on the outside, and he's cut on the inside. He's going to play the ball in for Pedro Neto, and Merritt did claim it in the end. It's a good attempt at a pass by the youngster. I'm going to take the this, by the way, because they keep what's the word? They keep showing replays whilst the game's playing. It's annoying me. Ball through the lines for Lobotka. Or it's Vergara, rather. Here's Lobotka. Here's Merritt. He's going to launch the ball long under pressure, and Santos wins that in the air. It's going to fall for Juan Jesus, though, and then knocked back to the goalkeeper by Lobotka. Here's Juan Jesus. 30 minutes have played already. It doesn't feel like it's gone that quick. Malagusto will win the ball in the air. Good work from him. Player's gone down holding his head. I don't think he even gets touched here. I think he's a play-acting little wanker. Let's see. Am I going to change my mind on this decision? I don't think he even gets touched. Maybe a tiny, tiny tap there, but he doesn't get kicked. Like, he shouldn't be down on the floor like that for that. Ball forward will be picked up by Wesley Fofana. Here's Reece James. Long ball from him out to the wide right, but Esteval wasn't on his bike. And Bongiorno will get it back to Merritt. Caicedo with the press. Forced them to go long once again, and it's this time going to be Andre Santos who's doing the covering on that side. Is Vergara who's trying to cut inside little Maradona, and he takes a shot, and it's a great goal. It's a great, great goal. If I'm being honest, and they've been value for it because they've deserved that because they've been way better than us. It's his first senior goal, Charity FC. That's the second time he's done one of our players with a Maradona, by the way. I have updated the scores, they just have not updated. Why are you not updating? Oh my god, I'm genuinely... I'm so tired, bruv. I've changed the minutes and the seconds rather than the actual scoreline. I'm so dumb. I'm so tired, bruv. Don't allow me. There we go, that should be fixed now. I mean... I don't want to blame Sanchez here, but I do think he should do a bit better with that, to be fair. The defending in front of him is absolutely atrocious. Oh, he does get a touch on it, to be fair. No, he does get a touch on it, so I can't blame him that much. So, bloody good goal. Do we have anything? No. I was going to say, if there's anything that we get there. Hoyland's on the floor. Here's Malagusto. It's Wesley Fofana. Direct pass into Esteval in the middle. He's been dragged to the floor. The referee is rightly given a free kick, finally. And that goal means that we are now out of the top 8. Long ball up to Joao Pedro. He's absolutely being manhandled by Juan Jesus there, and the referee has said nothing. This guy, bruv. Caicedo's going to win it in the middle, but the referee's going to give a foul for absolutely fucking nothing in their way. Okay, yeah, I see what's happening here. Di Lorenzo will take this free kick eventually. Here's Spinazzola. Juan Jesus. Buongiorno with the long ball down the right-hand side, or the left-hand side rather, and it's going to be seen out by Reece James. Plays it into Sanchez, who's kicked it a little bit up in the air. Will be picked up by Oliveira, but cut out by Malagusto. Here's Caicedo. Good ball through the lines from him to Joao Pedro, who's fouled on the turn. Referee, have a fucking word, man. Every single time he gets the ball, Joao Pedro is being thrown to the floor. That should be yellow as well, man. Stopping a breakaway is Andre Santos from the free kick. Reece James into Santos. Back to Sanchez. Cucurella's made the run down the left-hand side. And he's going to be spotted by Sanchez, and the ball will go to Neto in the end. But he's lost out to Vergara. A little bit of a collision there from... I think that's Pedro Neto. I'm not sure who that was. I think it might have been Enzo on the left-hand side who actually made the foul eventually. No, it's Santos. It could be a deep free kick for Napoli inside our half. They're going to take it short. It's Buongiorno. I really like to see Esteval get on the ball a bit more and, you know, try and just run at his man, because he hasn't really had the opportunity so far. Pedro Neto has picked it up on the left-hand side here. Chance for Chelsea to break. He passes it back to Cucurella. Here's Enzo. He's going to get it to Caicedo, and it should go out to Malagusto eventually. We're just not moving the ball fast enough, man. We're passing it so slowly. Passes that should be taking one pass are taking like 3 to get there. It's Pedro Neto on the left-hand side again. Cuts inside. Now Cucurella. Here's Enzo. Neto again. It's just no intention for this. This is the reason why Neto bugs me so much. There's absolutely zero intention for him to actually go forward and try and get us a goal. He just passes the ball backwards every single time. He gets the ball on the left-hand side and doesn't even try and go forward. Here's Malagusto. He's giving it away, but he's battling away to get it back. Esteval's forcing him back to the goalkeeper, and Merritt has to clear up and under. Fofana will knock it forward from the aerial ball. Here's McTominay. He's going to drive straight through the middle here, McTominay. Good work from him. We'll get it out to Spinazzola on the left-hand side, or the right side, rather. He's got the overlap from Di Lorenzo. He's plays it into the middle for McTominay. It's a great little layoff. And it's a good shot from Vergara, but wide over the R. Wide in the end, rather. Oh, his first touch was so poor. If he sets himself better, though, he probably scores. Here's Malagusto surging up the right-hand side. He's got Joao Pedro next to him on the right side. He's going to go backwards instead. Here's Enzo to Cucurella. Pedro Neto gets it to Enzo. Cucurella back to Santos. Enzo forward to no one in particular. And he's going to try and get his ball back off of McTominay, but unsuccessfully. Ball out to the left-hand side for Buongiorno. Here's Juan Jesus. He's going to smack it forward on the left foot. Good touch from Reece James. Silky, silky touch from Reece James to take it down. Had to get that absolutely spot on, he did. Here's Caicedo, turning under pressure. He gets out to Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Here's Reece James. To Malagusto. Around the corner for Joao Pedro, and he's not going to get on the end of that. As Oliveira came across to cut out the pass. We seem very like we have run out of ideas, if I'm being honest. Reece James will win the ball back here, and it's Caicedo with the pass forward for Esteval, and it's too heavy. He needed to take a bit more time with the pass there, Moy. Here's Caicedo. Reece James. Back to Sanchez. Wesley Fofana. He's going to get past McTominay and pass it to Cucurella. He's launched it down to Joao Pedro, but he can't win it in the air against Juan Jesus. And now McTominay will set the blue side forward. Spinazzola in with the run on the outside. He's going to whip it in, but no one's in the box, and Caicedo will get it away. Joao Pedro will still trying to battle away and get it in the middle, but unable to. Here's Elmas. Ball in behind for Oliveira, and it's a brilliant tap in from Højlund. It's just awful, awful defending, man. It's just awful defending. We're not tracking runners at all. Like, no one on our team wants to track their bloody man. And I gotta say, so far, blame has to go on Liam Rosenior with this fucking lineup, because it's just not defensively solid enough. Having one centre back in the team is an absolute nightmare. I say Liam Rosenior, whoever picks the lineups, because we don't even know at this point, considering what was happening with Enzo Maresca. Moy doesn't get close. Yeah, Moy doesn't get close enough to it, and then it's Reece. No, it's Wes in the middle who doesn't track Højlund. He just capitulated completely. That's a fullback goal / assist, by the way. Oliveira. Well, he's fit enough. He's fit enough for the bench, but let's see if he gets on the pitch. This might be a situation where we need Cole Palmer to bail us out again. Will be a long ball from Sanchez to get us started again. Neto to Enzo. Can he get it around the corner? He can to Pedro Neto. He's going to run on the end of this. He slipped on the ball. He's going to try and put the ball in for Joao Pedro eventually. Goes to the back post. Joao Pedro! Oh my goodness gracious me. The ball was just a bit too high. Honestly, a Chinese sounds so good right now. Oh my god. It's a great run from Joao Pedro. It's a decent attempt with the ball. It just needs to be lower. We've dropped to 12th in the table now. Long ball has been cleared by Santos. I think that is wildly incorrect, if I'm being perfectly honest. The only reason he keeps getting re-injured is because we keep playing him whilst he's not 100% recovered. If he actually, gets proper rehab, then he'll be fine. Plus, the only reason he was out of the game the last game was because he had another separate injury. Caicedo's dragged someone to the floor. It's going to be a foul. Lavia, I don't like to say this because I've always said on this channel that Lavia is the linchpin of this team. Or at least he was the Enzo Maresca team. He's, not there anymore, so maybe not so much. But I at this point have admitted we might as well sell Lavia. He's not fit enough to even be on our books. There's just no point. Not that anyone would buy him anyway, but there we go. I feel like the ship has sailed with him, which is really sad to see because he's such a talent. But if you can't showcase it by being on the pitch, then what's the point? Here's Oliveira on the left-hand side from the free kick. Or rather, Elmas. He's going to give it away to Malagusto, who smashes it up the pitch. Why did you smash it up the pitch? We had a break on there, man. Oh, my God. Long ball from Mere. One by Wes. Good touch from Caicedo. But he's eventually tackled. Enzo's going to win it back. He's tackled by Lobotka. Here's Elmas. Tackled by Joao Pedro. Here's Estival, who really hasn't gotten involved in this game so far, by the way. Joao Pedro is just... Oh, my God. He won the ball, man. Honestly, this is going to sound absolutely wild. You know what we really need to do in this game is switch to a 4-4-2. Having two strikers up the pitch to just spread the centre-backs around and stop everyone being marked. And also having another centre-back on the pitch. I think would actually do us a world of good here. Reece James forward for Estival. Good touch from him on the chest. What? The referee's called it as a handball. It hit him in the chest, bruv. Are you actually blind? After half-time whistle... I don't even know what to fucking say. I haven't already said, if I'm being honest. can't have a normal fucking day as a Chelsea fan, man. No normal fucking day. We've been on a bloody good streak of wins, and then this shit happens, bruv. Just don't turn up. I am going to go get myself some food because I'm getting stressed out. I will be right back. Alright, I forgot to play an ad like I keep forgetting to. There we are back. I guess the one solace we can say is that, as I said earlier, as this game goes on, the longer it goes on, the worse Napoli are going to get. Because they are a very depleted side. So we've got that going for us, but might take a bit of a special kind of effort from someone off the bench, maybe a Garnacho, maybe a Gittins, maybe a Cole Palmer. And hopefully we can get back into it. Let's see what the internet is saying. First thing I've seen is someone complaining about Pedro Neto. Why am I not surprised? Oh, supposedly there was an offside in the first goal's build-up as well, by the way. So that's great. Man. And digging the pictures. Oh, I've actually just seen that Juan Jesus handball again. He definitely means to touch that with his arm, by the way. I didn't think he did initially, but he actually 100% brings his arm down to hit the ball. Enzo is now Chelsea's outright outright highest goal contributor in all comps. Oh. It's just sad. Literally everyone on my timeline is just like, fucking hell, sign some defenders. I'd not be surprised if Liam Rosenior makes some rather drastic changes at halftime. Try to look at the other results and stuff at the moment. City are 2-0 up. Liverpool are 2-0 up. Madrid are down 2. Or down 1, rather. Barca are down 1. Arsenal are up 2. Arsenal are playing some very low rated team, aren't they? They're playing like Kairat or something. Yeah, they're playing Kairat. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Liam Rosenior is the type of manager to say, "Oh, you know what, keep doing what you're doing, we'll eventually get them," type of thing. I don't know if he's gonna stand there and let us kind of play the way we have been. But like, if he goes into that halftime tea talk, it doesn't change anything, then he's seriously not going to impress me, if I'm being perfectly honest. Well, if they score another one, at least I'll get the prediction right. You know, I'm going to take a worldie for the little Maradona goal. It's just like, it's super depressing having games like this where it's like I don't have anything to talk about at half time because it's just embarrassing. Like, it's just like our team doesn't have anything to talk about. Like, they're just pathetic. Oh, I'm seeing an absolute bloody worldie from Paphos. Jesus. I don't know, but we got Jeremy Jacquet coming in eventually, either next summer or in January, I guess. And that. Yeah, there's a common theme with our ownership and our sporting directors of not taking responsibility and also never wanting to be wrong. Some of the people on my timeline are so funny. Seen someone just commenting about Pedro Neto, it just made me laugh. Bro, this guy is so dusty, like, genuinely. I want to actually, can we get player ratings? I want to see if there's some player ratings. I want to see who's been stinking up the gaff. Our lowest rated player is actually Malo Gusto, followed by Tide, Wes Fofana, and Estival. I did say I don't think Steve's particularly getting into positions he really wants to with Gusto being the wide player. Doesn't really suit him very much. Cuckoo is the next lowest, then Caicedo. This app must be fucked because apparently Pedro Neto is on a 7 and that's ridiculous. And ain't no bloody way. I guess it's because he just keeps passing it safely and passing it backwards. That's probably why. People asking for Hato to come on instead of Neto. Oh dear. That's more like it. I actually jumped down my fucking window. I've seen Pedro Neto being substituted at half time. That's all I wanted to see. And it is bloody Cole Palmer who's coming on. Liam Rossini's won me over. I'm confused as to what the formation's going to be now. It's Andre Santos playing in centre-back. What is going on here? Andre Santos is playing at centre-back at the moment. Ball forward from Reece James. Oh, I forgot the timer. Bloody hell. Oh, we can take off the bingo card at least. We'll do Thay. It's Enzo. Vergara with the foul on him. I should be working now. Nice, good. Here's Santos. Okay, no, we've gone back into the shape that we were kind of playing before. But Palmer is in the 10. Enzo's now on the left, I think. We are not doing particularly well. Literally, as soon as we scored that goal, that Napoli just turned us into children. Here's Cole Palmer. Yeah, McTominay's from Scotland. Did McTominay score? It was Højlund and Vergara that scored. Was it McTominay who scored? I swear it was Højlund who scored the second goal. Am I bugging? Hang on. No, it was Højlund. Yeah, McTominay didn't score. I was gonna say I thought I was like I can't be going crazy, am I? Oh, so actually Esteval's just moved over to the left hand side. That's where he's playing now. So Enzo's still in the middle with Cole Palmer on the right. Højlund chasing. Here is Wesley Fofana. He's going to get it back to Sanchez. Caicedo around the corner for Santos. Great ball by him to Enzo. Chance for Chelsea to break here. Gets it to João Pedro. Back to Cole Palmer. He's falling on the ball here, Palmer. And he'll get it to Santos. It's Enzo. Oh, Esteval made a great run. He wasn't spotted. Here's Cole Palmer once again. Looking a bit sharper than we've seen him in recent times so far. Here's Santos. Ball forward to João Pedro. Lovely one. Gets it to Cole Palmer. He's going to take a strike and it's a little bit speculative. It's just going to come back to him. He's passing it back to Reece James. Here's Fofana. Oh, Fofana, bruv. You have been so fucking dry today. He's made up for it by winning the ball back eventually, but Jesus Christ, man. This guy. Barca scored. Dios mío. Ah, demonios. Ball forward from Santos is a good one. Here's Cucurella. Sanchez. To Reece James. Into Santos. Forward from him. To João Pedro. Good touch from him to win the ball. And great strength to hold up the ball as well. He's going to play it to the left here. Nope. Where is he going? Cuts inside. Gets past Juan Jesus. Launches it to the right hand side where Malo Gusto is. But it's intercepted by bloody Oliveira. It did go off the pitch though. Well, I don't think that's as conclusive, if I'm being honest, when it comes to going off the pitch. Ball forward from Santos again. Bro, this guy is an absolute fucking genius. Every time Santos gets the ball, he plays a great ball. Like, every single time he gets the ball, he's playing a forward pass. High press from Chelsea once again. Oh my god, Caicedo's nearly nicked it off of McTominay. Or Bongiorno that was in the end. Malo Gusto will win the ball. Here's Cole Palmer, thrown off it by McTominay. Bongiorno. His Merit. Plays it to Spinazzola. Here's Di Lorenzo. And Esteval's going to try and pick this up. Nope. And the referee's given a foul for something. I have no idea what. Bro, the referee has given a handball for hitting him in the shoulder Brother, this guy is clapped. You are a clapped you. Here's Merritt on the ball. Dinks the ball to the left-hand side, but it's not going to reach Elmas on that side. Here's Caicedo. Andre Santos to Enzo. Hurried up. Cucurella back to Sanchez. Here's Fofana. Reece James. Caicedo. Trying to find that pass forward. Caicedo finds it to Reece James. Here's Gusto. Into Joao Pedro. Back to Gusto. Here's Palmer. Honestly, I feel like they're playing quite a high line. I feel like Delap could feast on this, if I'm being honest. Balls over the top. Could be the vibe. Here's Reece James. Through the lines to Malo Gusto, who left it for Cole Palmer, who wasn't on the same page. Chelsea will get it back, though. Here's Santos to Cucurella. Wide left for Estival. Santos. To Enzo. Santos back to Sanchez. Here's Reece. We're just really struggling to find a ball out here. Here's Fofana. Enzo around the corner to Cucurella. Up to Estival. Loses it, but wins it back and actually gets past his man as well. Bro, this ref is actually doing my fucking head in. Like, genuinely. He keeps giving shit for nothing, and then whenever, like, we get the same stuff, he doesn't give it. And then he's just... Oh, my bro, he's just called a handball for a fucking shoulder. Like, bro, this guy is actually jarring. It's Buongiorno. He's going to get the ball back, the centre-back, on the left wing. Plays it into the middle for Højlund. He's tackled, but it will go back to Lobotka. Here's Spinazzola. Chelsea doing well to get back into their shape and defend that in the end. It's McTominay. Jesus to Di Lorenzo. Oh, a bit of a hospital touch from him, and he's had to be forced back to his goalkeeper. Here's Juan Jesus to Merritt. Helped on to Højlund by Elmas, who holds up the ball well. It's just going to come back at us. Here's Buongiorno to Jesus. Swung forward by Spinazzola, and Højlund won't get on the end of it. Well, not in a meaningful way anyway. Ball goes out for a Chelsea throw. Here's Caicedo. Gets it to Fofana. Sanchez will sweep it out to Malo Gusto. He gets it through the lines to Cole Palmer. Knocks forward by Palmer into Joao Pedro, but he's not going to reach it. Oh, this is incredibly frustrating, I can't lie. It just seems like there's nothing we can do is going to get us forward here. Lobotka to McTominay. Back to Lobotka. Is a ball forward for Højlund, but it's going to go off the pitch. Here's Andre Santos. Enzo, back to Santos. Ball out to the wide left for Estival. Here's Enzo. Ball forward for Joao Pedro. Good turn from him, but his touch is awful and he's given it away. Deal. Merritt will eventually smash it long. Cucurella will sweep up. Fafana will get it to Sanchez. Here's Reece James. Caicedo through the lines for Santos. Here's Joao Pedro. Again, can't get on the end of the ball. Players just don't seem up to it. They don't seem like they care. And that's the worst part. Santos will give away a foul. Here's Scott McTominay. Forward for Spinazzola. Here's Oliveira. Elmas. Trying to take on Malo Gusto. Been forced back by the Frenchman though. McTominay. Back to Elmas. Chelsea kind of unable to get out of our shape at the moment. Esteval's going to put on the squeeze, and it's going to force Di Lorenzo to play it up to Højlund. Good hold-up play from him, and the ball will be spun out to the left-hand side, but he just can't reach it. Elmas, who was on that left side. 2 more substitutions for Chelsea now. Jamie Gittins coming on, as is Trevor Chalobah. And it's Santos who's coming off for Gittins, which is interesting. And Gusto, who is coming off for Chalobah, which is interesting. So Esteval staying on the pitch, which is a good thing. I was very surprised that as soon as I saw Gittins coming on, I thought he was going to get subbed off. That probably pushes Cole Palmer into the 10. Esteval will probably switch over to the right-hand side. Oh, it's actually Esteval who's gone to the 10. Interesting. And Lukaku is also warming up, which is annoying to see. Here's Enzo. Here's Jamie Gittins on the left-hand side. Can he make something happen? Ball's been played back to Chalobah. Here's Sanchez. Oh, launches it long, and it goes straight off the pitch after the pressure. Bloody hell. Here's Juan Jesus to Di Lorenzo. Long ball from him in behind, but Trev will track that all the way to Sanchez. Is Enzo Fernandez up to Jamie Gittins. Tries to cut inside. He's tackled by Lorenzo. Will be a Chelsea throw. Straight to Enzo. We've committed a lot of bodies forward here, by the way. We've gone to 2 centre-backs, and both of our full-backs have gone right up the pitch. James is high on the right-hand side, and Kukru is high on the left. Here's Estival. Reece James. Estival again. Palmer. In behind for Joao Pedro. Good touch. He's going to take a strike. It's a belter. It's an absolute belter from Joao Pedro. That's more like it. It's not a Brazilian connection, unfortunately. But it is Rosinha ball in full flow. And if we didn't have the Common Grad thing ticked off already, we would do now. Because James is involved with that. Good pass forward from Palmer. It's a fantastic turn from Joao Pedro and a belter of a finish. Oh my goodness. Keeper's got no chance. Alright, I'll get another one, you fucking idiots. And that'll give Chelsea a much needed spring in their step, and Joao Pedro is already sprinting up the pitch to try and close them down. Palmer's won the ball, intercepting it, plays it forward for Joao Pedro. Can't get a good first touch though, and Juan Jesus will sweep this away. Reece James into Caicedo. Here's Cole Palmer. Oh, he played it into Estival, who dummied it for Joao Pedro, and they weren't on the same wavelength. I will say Palmer's looking sharp today, by the way. He's looking really, really sharp in comparison to what we've seen him in recent times. So when he said he was like, yeah, he was back and he was just gone for a little thigh injury that he got in training after slipping or whatever, might be the case. He looks right back to what we know he can do. There's Oliveira down the line for Almas. Hoyland's going to take a strike and it's gone. Oh my goodness. That has nearly killed someone in the crowd. And that's with the Olympic track on the outside. We are now 10th in the table. Ever shifting chambers. Here's Enzo to Trevor Chalobah. Kukurea, bruv, what happened to you? We can also get a bingo if I change my mind on the decision as well, by the way. High press from Cole Palmer. Forces Buongiorno back to Merritt. Here's Juan Jesus. Here's Lobotka. Enzo pressing him all the way, forcing him back to the goalie. Here's Buongiorno. Oliveira to Lobotka. He's going to sweep it out to Spinazzola, who gives it away to Enzo. Here's Estival. Joao Pedro back to Enzo. Here's Caicedo. Reece James. Need to navigate our way out of this pressure. We're doing so pretty well. Here's Sanchez. Trevor Chalobah. Mark Kukurea. Here's Enzo with some space in front of him to pick out a pass. Up to Joao Pedro. He knocks it around the corner for Cole Palmer, but doesn't get it. He's then a little bit of a scrap in the middle. He's won the ball back, though, after losing it. Good work. Here's Fernandez again. We need to get it back to... We're trying to get it through to Cole, but they're sticking a man directly on him now. Here's Sanchez. Oh, Sanchez Weldy is just like if he makes an incredible save. That's pretty much what that's for. Sanchez will sweep it out to Chalobah, who's had to smash it long. It's nodded back by Bongiorno. It's actually worked out as a good pass in the end from Chalobah, because Reece James has picked it up in the middle of the pitch. Here's Cucurella. Jamie Gittins on the left-hand side. Can he cut inside and make something happen? He does cut inside, but passes it back to James. Here's Cole Palmer. Very patient from Chelsea. Almost a little bit too patient. Here's Estival. Back to Cole Palmer. Sweeps it out to Enzo on the edge of the box. He's going to take a strike here, Enzo! And it's a little bit over the top. Never looked like he was going to hit that one, in all honesty. There's been a substitution for Napoli. Juan Jesus has come off for Gutierrez. And here he is immediately. Merritt is going to have to smash the ball long in the end. Højlund will only be able to hold the ball up for Reece James, who snatches it. But McTominay's done really, really well in the middle there to win the ball back. Here's Gutierrez. To Bongiorno, who is now in the centre of the three. Di Lorenzo up to Spinazzola. He passes it. Oh, he's almost given it away to Joao Pedro. It's Elmas. McTominay. Lobotka. It's Di Lorenzo. Up to Højlund. Dealt with by Jamie Gittins, who's back defending. Good work from him. Showing Pedro Neto how to track you, man. Here's Trevor Chalobah. Moises Caicedo. Chance for him to turn and get the ball forward. Here's Joao Pedro. To Enzo. Back to Sanchez. Here's Cucurella. Around the corner for Gittins. Pressed all the way by Spinazzola and he loses out. Vergara trying to spin Cucurella and does really well to get the ball out to Spinazzola, who's running in behind on the right-hand side. He cuts it back, but it's a good intervention from Trevor Chalobah to stop it from getting to Højlund in the middle. About 20 minutes left. Corner for Napoli. In-swinger from the right. From Vergara. It's a mix-up in the box. It's cleared by Cucurella, though. Lobotka. And Reece eventually gets it away. Esteval's going to chase this, but he's not going to reach it. Spinazzola will collect. Here's Gutierrez. And the referee's going to stop the game for a head injury here, I think. Napoli have a player down in the box. Scott McTominay who's down. Not sure what happened to McTominay there. Might have just been a bit winded. Oh, Napoli will get us back underway. His merit. Oh, horrible back pass to the goalkeeper, but he's able to collect and clear. Chalobah will win that in the air. Here's Reece James. Cole Palmer. To Fofana. Back to Palmer, who's going to sweep it forward. Took a little bit of a bobble when he played that, so he's not going to get on the end of it, Joao Pedro, but Reece James will pick the ball up. Here's Esteval. Gets it to Cucurella. Yeah, Esteval's kind of playing in the left 10 at the moment. Enzo will sweep it out to Cole Palmer. It's being tracked by two players. Every time he gets on the ball, two players on Cole Palmer. Here's Caicedo. Back to Sanchez. Spears it out to the left-hand side for Jamie Gittins, who gets a great touch on it and will play it back. Here's Caicedo. To Enzo. I will say, with Santos coming off the pitch, we really have lost that pass through the middle. He was the one doing it often. Joao Pedro dropping deep to get the ball, and we'll play it back to Enzo. Garnacho is on the sideline, ready to come on, by the way. Oh, Reece James with a little bit of a loose touch, but he does win it back. Napoli starting to put on the pressure. Here's Cucurella. Chalobah to Caicedo. Good ball through the lines to Reece James. Here's Joao Pedro. Good play from Chelsea. Esteval's thrown off the ball though. He's probably the player who's coming off, by the way. If not, Joao Pedro, who looks absolutely shattered down on his feet. Joao Pedro's picked it up in the middle here. It's Esteval. Esteval was just fouled, and they've given it the other way. Bruv. That's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It is Esteval who's coming off. Garnacho on. Reece James will intercept here, and here's Cole Palmer. He gets it to Enzo. Fernandez on the edge of the box. And he can't get a shot away, and he's ran into one of their players who's gone down injured here. Chelsea don't have to kick the ball out, but the referee stopped the game anyway. Someone, I'm not sure who. Oh, it's a nasty one on Reece James. Yeah, one of their players has gotten a card for a tackle earlier in the move. It's Elmas. Di Lorenzo has been on the floor for a long time now. This does not look good for Di Lorenzo. It doesn't look like a routine bit of treatment. Lukaku's on the prowl. What this has done, though, is given Chelsea a chance to get a little bit of a team talk going on in a huddle. Figure out how we can break down these guys. Well, it looks like he can barely walk, and they've left him on the pitch. So there we are. Be a drop ball for Chelsea. Here's Enzo to Garnacho, who's in the left 10. Up to Jamie Gittins. Napoli down to 10 men as it stands. Need to take advantage of this, but we don't look like we are. Here's Fofana, and now Di Lorenzo is back on the pitch. Wasted opportunity there. Here's Enzo. Being harassed by Lobotka. He's gotten away from him with a lovely turn. And he's won a throw as well. Good work from Enzo. He's been our best player. Like one of, if not our best player today, Enzo. He's been running himself into the ground. Caicedo will get it out to Fofana. He should get it up to Reece James. Instead it goes to Palmer on the inside channel. Tries a little nutmeg on the opposition player, but it's not worked out. Ball whipped in by Gutierrez, but smacked away for a throw. 13 minutes to go. And as it stands, Napoli are out of the Champions League, so they've got to push for a goal here. Ball back to Buongiorno. It's Gutierrez. Passed all the way back to Merritt, who's smashed it long. Seeking out Højlund, who's offside. Chelsea will get a free kick. Here's Cucurella. Garnacho. Inside for Enzo. He's made the run here, and it's given Joao Pedro some space, and he can't get the ball through to Cole Palmer, though. Here's Merritt again. He's going to send it long. This time Højlund can't get on the end of it. Here's Cucurella to Gittins. Lukaku is being readied on the sideline. Here's Jamie Gittins going on a run. He's got Garnacho on the outside. Tries to get past Di Lorenzo and unable to. Merritt across to Gutierrez. I'm really not sure why Delap hasn't come on, by the way, because, like, Joao Pedro looks absolutely shattered. He can barely run. Reece James is... Oh, my goodness. Would have fallen for Cole Palmer if he wasn't offside. Here's Spinazzola. Plays it into... Oh, plays it into the midfielder. The midfielder absolutely spun in the middle. It was brilliant there. But pass forward was not an accurate one, and we can get away with it. Caicedo's giving it away. A blind pass around the corner. Can't be doing that, man. Ball forward will be chased and collected by Cucurella, who's thrown off the ball. With Vergara. Yeah, it was a shove in the back. Pretty confident. Pretty simple, though. Here's Reece James. Pirouettes and plays the ball up to Joao Pedro, but he's not going to get it. But Reece will get the ball back again. He's surging up the right-hand side. Plays it in for Garnacho, who should be offside by a bloody mile here, I think. But he might have kept it on. Joao Pedro lays it off to the edge of the box, but Enzo couldn't get there. And now the flag's gone up. Bloody hell. I was going to say, he was off by a mile. I don't know why he didn't call it earlier. Off by an absolute age. Elmas is coming off for Romelu Lukaku. There's another change coming on as well. Spinazzola is coming off on the right-hand side. It's Bokuma who's coming on. Yeah, two up top now for Napoli, but Hoyland's been thrown off the ball by Wes Fofana. Here's Cole Palmer. Gets it to Enzo. Plays it forward for Joao Pedro. Lovely layoff to Cole Palmer. Plays it forward for Joao Pedro. It's a 2v2 here with Garnacho and Joao Pedro. And Joao Pedro's going to shoot! Come on! Joao Pedro, you know what? This guy's just absolutely fucking won me over these last two games. He's been bloody fucking brilliant. And you know what? Comms curse, because I just said he should be taken off for Delap and he scored another one. And that should secure our place in the top 8. What a fucking goal. Brilliant play. Cole Palmer battling away in the midfield. Gets it to Enzo. Lovely pass forward. And then Cole Palmer again forward. It's two assists for Cole Palmer, by the way. And you know what? The finish. Chef's kiss. He puts it through the legs of the defender, across the goalkeeper. He can't get anywhere near it. What a player, man. What a player. I screamed so loud it made myself dizzy. And just when Lukaku got a front row seat, come on the pitch to watch us fucking score and knock you out of the Champions League, you fucking bastard. Have that. Do another interview, see what happens. And that's put us up to 6th now in the top 8. Napoli down in 30th. Still time though. McTominay's taken a effort, but it's gone over. 5 or 6 minutes to play, plus whatever's added on. Will be a goal kick for Chelsea taken by Robert Sanchez. It's going to go long. Give me a Joao Pedro hat trick. Go on, why not? Bang, long ball into the midfield. It's going to fall for Enzo. Gets it to Gittins. Cucurella out wide for Garnacho. Ooh, almost gives it away, but Caicedo's just a goated footballer and gets there somehow. Here is the aforementioned Caicedo. Back to Sanchez. Chalobah. Forward to Garnacho. Jamie Gittins. Enzo. Robert Sanchez again. Reece James has moved into the middle. Cole Palmer's been thrown off the ball and fouled, and he's hopefully not injured here. It's Gutierrez who went in hard on the back of his ankle there. Back on his feet now, Cole. Good to see. A couple of substitutes warming up for Chelsea. I don't know if they'll probably be called upon, but one is Badiashile. I'm not sure who the other one was. Long ball from Robert Sanchez. Up to Joao Pedro, who holds up the ball again. He's been thrown off the ball. Long ball again. Reece James wins it. Here's Caicedo. Gets it through the lines for Enzo. It's a great pass forward. Can he get it to someone? Lovely little flick to Jamie Gittins in the box. Too many blue shirts in front of him, though. Cucurella to Enzo. Here's Gittins. Plays it all the way back to Chalobah here. We're going to reset on the other side. Fofana to Enzo. Back to Sanchez. Don't need to do anything drastic here, Chelsea. We are ahead. Long ball from Sanchez to the left-hand side for Jamie Gittins. Oh, he just can't get the touch right. Unfortunate. Di Lorenzo will take this throw. Buongiorno. It's Gutierrez. Enzo forward to Joao Pedro. Here's Cole Palmer on the right side. It's been fouled again. Referee, protect the players, man. This fucking guy. He's been hacked down by that same fucking bloke. Yeah, and then he gives one the opposite way. Fucking dickhead, man. This guy's a fucking cunt. Fuck it. Taking that off. This ref has pissed me off today, bruv. No, we're 6th at the moment, so we're in top 8. Ball up to Lukaku. His touch is heavy as always, and the ball will be played in behind here for Garnacho. Can we seal the deal here with another goal? Plays it to Joao Pedro. The move's going to slow down now. Joao Pedro's thrown off the ball by Bokuma. That's actually Buongiorno in the end who made the foul. Yeah, Badiashile is stripped and ready to come on the pitch. Oh my god. The player who's coming off of Benoit Badiashile is Jamie Gittins, who was obviously substituted on. I don't know if he's got a problem or if this is a tactical thing, just to hold on to the end of the game. It's a free kick to Chelsea, though, on the left-hand side, to be taken by Enzo. Here's Garnacho. Badiashile to Chalobah, back to Sanchez. Forward for Wesley Fofana. He's going to launch it long for Joao Pedro, but he's not going to get on the end of it. Buongiorno. Five minutes of added time. Here's McTominay. Switches the ball out to the right-hand side, but Cucurella will get there. And then he's made a foul. Vergara's getting very angry. He should. Why is that not a yellow, man? Dissent. Get him off. No, we're in 6th place. We're not in 8th. We're in 6th. Madrid are losing, so. It's Vergara. Whips the ball to the back post. Cuts it back, and it's a great intervention from Reece James to stop it from being tapped in. Here he is again on the right-hand side, and he wins the throw. Off of Bokuma. Reece will take this throw eventually. Long throw from him. João Pedro will touch the ball off the pitch for a throw. Gutierrez is trying to steal yards. It's Buongiorno again being chased down by Cole Palmer. Oh, and Cucurella's won the ball back here. Oh, almost getting a break there. Here's Lobotka. Here's Lobotka again. Switches it out to the right-hand side for Bokuma. Bagara. Trying to take on Cucurella. And he's tackled brilliantly, and he's giving him a bit of afters there, Cuckoo, as well, because those two have been battling all game. Will be a throw for Di Lorenzo to take on the right side. Goes back to Lobotka. Chelsea inviting a lot of pressure on ourselves by going into this three at the back formation again. Ball's going to be whipped into the back post. It's cleared by Trevor Chalobah. Here's Garnacho. Can he get the ball away? Nope. He's lost it to Vergara. Here's Di Lorenzo across for Lukaku. It's a great save from Sanchez. Oh my goodness. That's a Sanchez worldie, that, I tell you. That's just saved us from getting knocked out of the top 8. That's my goalkeeper. It's Buongiorno. Ball forward again. This time away by Badiashile. Lobotka back in. Caicedo gets it away. And Garnacho's going to chase this all the way. Here's Merritt. Just under 2 minutes to go. Cole Palmer doing his defensive work to stop Gutierrez from going forward. Here's Buongiorno. Vergara again. His pass is intercepted by Garnacho. Here's João Pedro. Back to Garnacho. To the corner flag, lad. Run to the corner flag. It'll be a throw-in for Chelsea on the left-hand side. 1 minute left to go. And I think Napoli it's just sunk in for them that they are going home. Cucurella into Garnacho. He's fouled. Will be one chance for Chelsea to put the ball into the box if we want to, but don't know if we will. Oh my goodness, that is an absolute fucking wonder class save. He barely sees it. He doesn't even know where the ball is. And that's the full-time whistle. We didn't even get to see the free kick being taken. Let's go, Chelsea. Oh my god, that shouldn't have been that hard. Shouldn't have been that hard, but bloody hell, we've done it. We are through. I will be refreshing the standings just in case, but we are through, I believe. And Real Madrid, of all teams, are the first team that loses out of top 8. Sporting doing really well to get in there. Barca coming back from a 1-goal deficit to win 4-1, getting up to 5th too. Are any of the other games still playing, actually? Hang on. The Sporting game is still going on, but doubt that's going to change. The Benfica Madrid game is still going on as well, so that could change. But yeah, hold that, Lukaku, you bastard. I just love how he comes on. He comes on the pitch and immediately watches us go ahead and win the game. Have that. And you know what? Free space is going to be for that bald bastard being on the pitch. And we do get a bingo. You know what? Half time I was in a very terrible state, but now we what a roller coaster of emotions today has been. I'm so tired. Yeah, Real are losing to Benfica at the moment. There's Skelderup got 2, Pavlidis got 1 from a penalty spot, Mbappe's got 2 as well. That obviously a home fixture for Benfica, so let's check. I need to check our other fixtures because let's see. Our next game is, ironically, in another Olympic stadium because we are playing West Ham, which should be a guaranteed 3 points if I'm being honest. That is a 5:30 kickoff on Saturday, so I will be going live at about 5:20, 5:15, somewhere around there on the Saturday. So that's when I will see you guys next. Thank you for hanging out as ever. I'm going to go rest my voice and go to bed because I am absolutely shattered.